I know more than I can find words to say. Each statement a window to outer space. I say less than I would if I was brave. Each statement a window for a mistake. Oh, I cut my teeth, keeping quiet, and every night they take to grinding. Cut my teeth, keeping quiet, and every night they ache. I'm not nearly as mighty as I was told. I might be when I'd reach being this old. Oh, I cut my teeth, keeping quiet, and every night they take to grinding. Cut my teeth, keeping quiet, and every night they ache. I cut my teeth, keeping quiet, and every night they take to grinding. Cut my teeth, keeping quiet, and every night they ache. Every thought is born. Every thought is born. Every thought is born of sacred ground. A fervent few have want for sound to pierce the air as I'd resound to air. Thoughts are born of sacred worlds. The thoughts are open to be heard, to take to wings like timid birds, to give. I know more than I can find words to say.
My relationship with music is that I spent all of my 20s not making music. I had moved to Montreal to study music and didn't really end up doing it, and moved towards farming and worked on a lot of different farms and got a lot of confidence farming. And it wasn't until I kind of had my own farm and was doing my own thing that I really found the confidence and desire to be making music, a bit because, again, the seasonality, for me the farming is so creative inherently, and it's just you make this big plan in the winter and spring, and then you execute it, and then the landscape becomes this big beautiful thing, and you're creating these beautiful vegetables and giving them to people, and then when the season would end and winter would come, I would feel so desperate to still be making something, and so I just because of that found my way back to music.
Sunshine, begging you a flower in my flourish for me. Let's see you in the springtime. Oh, you from your room, summoning you to sunshine. Begging you to please, a flower in my heart to flourish for me. Let's see you
It's very much that if I hadn't been farming, I don't think I ever would have made my way back to music. And so, yeah, again, they're very interwoven. My relationship to both of them is very similar, and it's kind of yeah, I mean, obviously there's some adjustments, but I can pretty easily weave my way into the next one, into the winter of music making and back into farming. and don't feel like it's too much of a compromise to do that. So yeah, all that to say, farming for me is a very creative endeavor and has sort of informed my desire to create, and then also on a more like technical level does like inform a lot of the ideas that come out in the songs themselves.
On descend déjà.
Ça va aller à...
Flourish, the song that just came out from the album, is obviously very floral in theme, and is very much about like kind of blooming to be the best part of yourself, kind of coming back to life, which is very, you know, springtime, and that sentiment is very ingrained in the farming as well, and ingrained in being Canadian as well. You're really like put your head down and kind of hibernate for the winter, and then when spring comes you really awaken again. So the idea of seasonality and the farm and kind of bringing things to fruition and slowly building something is like very inherent in all of my music career, and is obviously very parallel to the farm. It's very like, my approach to both is kind of exactly the same, which is just like you plant seeds and you know, see what comes out.
If life it is a small town, then you would be the whale. Everybody waves just because. Dancing down an empty street, open up your arms. This could be your new favorite art form. Oh, I remember the feeling, my feet on the ground, my heart in your soft hands, my head in the clouds. If morning is the time you thrive, let me be the sweet sun. I just want to witness you rise up. Dancing down an empty street, open up your arms. This could be your new favorite art form. Oh, I remember the feeling, your voice in the dark. Was too soon to tell you, but I knew from the start. Can we get lost in our days? Can we get lost in our days?
Did a lot of like cover band stuff at that point, probably up to the age of 21, 22.
Which
And
bands
then
did you cover?
It was a lot of like old country blues, it was me and a guitar player, and he kind of chose most of the songs based on the type of guitar he wanted to play, and then I sort of interpreted. So it was a lot of like Mississippi John Hurt or like old country, like Hank Williams, Merle Haggard, that kind of stuff. And essentially just kind of wore myself out on it. Studying jazz, being from a very small town and going to the city was already a big adjustment, but then to be studying jazz, which like I had never really been exposed to, and to have music become this like intellectual, very technical thing, kind of soured it for me. Like nothing against jazz in general, just for me it was like a very difficult way for me to suddenly be viewing music, and I ended up just kind of leaving it behind, and again like turning more towards a career that I thought would be like not creative at all, which was farming, and then it ended up being very creative for me in the end. I always kept one kind of like toe through the door, and all of my kind of friends in the community I had were largely folks I had studied with in music or met through doing back vocals and stuff. So always kept a little bit of a link to that industry, and then so I got to watch other folks build beautiful careers and make beautiful music, and when the time came that I was very ready, I was still in the middle of that community and knew who I wanted to work with and knew who it would feel good to work with and whose stuff I really loved and respected. So just kind of waited for it to be ready.
Call me up and call me over to offer arms and ears and shoulders as the days space and like cold draws closer. I get older like you. Time has tried and called us storm true. Still I'm more a child when I am with you. We've seen skies of little fires of gray, of clear blue. Oh, the home in me is home in you too. And I wanna be there, drifting off our breeze, lost to salty air.